Welcome back to dryfiregun.com. This, of course, is one of my favorite rifles, a Ruger 1022. The one thing I don't like about it so much is that when you got the bolt locked open, if you pull back on the bolt, it just stays open. And in order to get the bolt to go forward, once you've got it locked open, you got to push this little pin, which man-sized hands is hard to do, and then it goes forward. But you got to pull it back and push it at the same time. So it's a little bit of a challenge for a big guy to do. There you go. And you got to really look down at the gun to do it a lot of times. So I kind of like this thing I got from Speed Bees. And there's other companies that make these, but this was less expensive. I could get it from Amazon.com. And it's just a different part that you put in there. And this is the part that originally was in, this is the original factory part. Got a little bit different shape to it than the Speed Bees part. Once you get the Speed Bees part in here, here's this one, and it's locked back. But all I got to do is pull it and let go. It goes forward. And I can still lock it open, and it's a little easier to lock open because the Speed Bees little fob down here is a little bit bigger, but a lot nicer gun to work. Don't really have to look down to make it all happen. Maybe to lock it open, which I normally probably would be looking down to lock it open, but at least I don't have to look down to let it go forward. There it goes. Okay, so that's the Speed Bees. Now how do you put it in? Well, of course, with just about any job you do on a Ruger 1022, you disassemble it, so you got to take this piece out. Now, this screwdriver I got over at I got this at Lowe's, and it's a Cobalt, and this has these thicker bits, which is nice for working with firearms because it fits their, fits them a little bit better. Regular screwdrivers, the blade's a little too thin and can damage your screws. So, it's a lot nicer. Oh, you of course have to take this fella off too. And of course we made sure this was empty. You saw it was empty. Okay, so we're taking that off. Alright, now we're taking this whole assembly, comes right on out. And that's one of the reasons why I think why these things are so nice. Oh, and you gotta push the safety over to get this out. You got your sights right on the barrel. I mean, even if this was kind of funky caca, you're still looking at the sights right on the barrel. It's one of the reasons these things are so accurate, I think. But you got to push out these two pins here, and I got my Glock tool. Yes, and they come out pretty easily on this Ruger, which is nice. Okay. Forward for that to come out, so this whole assembly comes out. And then you got to change out this part here. Not this part, but this part in here. So we've got another pin or two to take out. So we got this pin and this pin we got to take out. There's lots of other videos on the internet that show you exactly how to do all this. They're all pretty good. So I'm not going to really go crazy with all this, but here it is. There's the original part again. And this goes back down inside here. This piece, this spring goes on here. You get this piece in and all lined up, and then this mag release, extended mag release that came on this particular model has to be lined up, so that pin goes in. And then you have okay, so this pin I'm going to push in through here a little bit, and I'm going to get the spring underneath it. Okay, and then I'm going to put this piece in, the pin's going to go through here, and there we go. That looks like it. And we'll go ahead and push this back up inside, and put our pins back in. Sometimes pins like to go in from the right and out from the left. lot of force to get that in there. Speak now. Okay, there we go. Then we go ahead and check it, see if it's working. So we're going to go ahead and pull it back, lock it, stays open. Perfect. Pretty easy. Put this piece back in. And of course we're going to tighten this down and put the front end on. Okay, the front piece goes back on. Tighten it up. And check it again for functionality. Lock it open. Okay, and we can inspect it, make sure it's empty. Yep, it's empty. Pull it back, goes forward. All done. Pretty simple. And you can hang on to these in case, if you ever want to sell the gun, you can just give these, with it when you sell it. Or of course, if somebody wants it put back in, it's pretty easy to put them back in. So you can put them back in and sell them. Say, oh, this is factory original, and whatever, whatever somebody wants. Take care. God bless.